guys. Today is Monday, and we've kind of had a late start to the day. I have been in a really good routine of waking up earlier, like 5:30, 6 o'clock, but I slept in this morning until about 7. Last night, I canned some tomato sauce, and it just took way longer than I expected. So I was up till right about midnight, so I was exhausted this morning. But anyways, today is Monday, which means we have jiu-jitsu class. So I need to get the kids ready for that. But it's still pretty early in the day. It's only 9:30 right now. And I have a few things that I want to do. I need to get my house a little picked up because we're going to be gone tomorrow. And then I need to go out and get all my pea seeds that I've been drying. I noticed that a lot of the pods are completely dry, so I need to harvest those. And then I need to organize our student sheets for homeschool. I started last night while I was waiting for the tomatoes to process, just kind of looking over some things, but now I need to get it into place because we have 2.5 weeks until we start school. So I just need to get that done. I'll feel a little bit better once I do. So that's our plan for today, as far as I know. Do you guys have anything you want to add?
No.
No.
Bye.
All right. Say see you later.
Bye.
All right, before it got too hot today, the kids and I came outside and picked all our dry pea pods, and I will take the seeds out and save them to plant for next year. This is my first time saving seeds, so I'm really excited. Hopefully it works out. All right, so I'm inside now. The kids are still outside. They're playing, and then they decided they wanted to pick up the apples that are starting to fall off the tree, so they're gonna bag those up. But I'm in here now, and to be honest, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. It makes me nervous. Let me flip the camera around and I'll show you what I'm nervous about. So as crazy as it sounds, this is what's giving me the tiniest little bit of anxiety. I guess my worry is taking the plastic wrap off that it comes with and then not knowing what to do with all these papers. I mean, Barrett has a huge stack of papers. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, did you get some apples?
Yeah, look how much apples we got.
Whoa, that is a lot.
It's heavy.
It is heavy. I hate to tell you this, but you got to take those back outside, okay?
I know.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is just tell the kids that they need to figure out what to do for an hour. They can do their ABC mouse or whatever. And I just need to do it. I need to rip off the Band-Aid, open them up, see all the pieces, and kind of figure out where I want to put them. I know for sure I'm going to use this binder. I had something kind of similar like this last year for Oakley, and it had her file folder in it, and I would each Sunday pick out all the sheets that we needed for the week, and I would just keep them in the file folder. So in the mornings, I would just take my binder out. It would have all the sheets that she needed, and I would have my teacher's manuals. It would make it super easy. So I think I'm going to do that just so I can organize it the day before this new school week. And then last night, while I was waiting for those tomatoes to process, I did go through and put some sticky notes in. This is Oakley's, my teacher manual for Oakley's curriculum, and then my teacher's manual for Barrett's curriculum. So I went through and I put sticky notes of week 1, this is where we are today, and obviously I'll be moving this around throughout the school year. And then her Bible verses. And then this is one thing that I really love about this curriculum is they give you a book list, and it has to go along with what you're going to be learning. So I'm actually doing this week, and I'm going to go on the library's website and figure out what books I need for week 1 and week 2. So it talks about books that you can check out that would go along with what you're learning, and I'll do the same thing for week 2. So I just do this a couple weeks in advance because sometimes I do have to have the books shipped from other libraries. So I really like this. I used this a lot last year in Oakley's. And then for Barrett's, same thing. It has his little today sticker so we know where we're at. And then it has his reading plan, and then also a book list for him, which is just super nice to be able to have this and know that it's going to go along with what we're learning. So I did that last night, and now I just kind of need to rip the Band-Aid off and get over myself and get their student worksheets organized. So I was going to set up the tripod so that I could film while I was doing this, but then I realized I left my tripod in Michael's truck. So I don't have my tripod today, but I already committed to doing this today. So I'm going to try to figure out some way that I can prop my camera up so you guys can see. So yes, if the angles aren't quite that great, that's the reason I don't have my tripod today. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to open Oakley's first because honestly, she has, compared to Barrett, like, look at the stack difference. So I'm gonna go with Oakley's. Hopefully I'll feel a little less overwhelmed. All right, there's no going back. Oh, it's double wrapped, so I have to open more plastic. Okay, so do I need this? I don't think I need that. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap or open this one. All right, there's really no going back now. It's opened. All the papers are going to be loose. All right. So they do give you 2 copies of this so that you could add this to the front of your binder so you know which curriculum you're working with, which is kind of nice, keeps you organized. So I'm going to put both in there for now. All right, so I'm gonna get to work on this. I will probably fast forward the next little bit and check in with you guys. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. I've gone through some of it, and I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what I'm gonna do organization-wise. Thought I was gonna put some in here. I don't know. I think I need to go get some sheet protectors for our state cards, and then some more file folders because I obviously cannot fit all of these sheets into these file folders. So I'm gonna go gather some supplies and regroup. All right, so I'm done with Oakley's. After that little hiccup, I got some sheet protectors and that actually helped quite a bit. So let me show you guys what her folder in my teacher's binder looks like. So here's her folder, the purple one, and we open it up. I put the first 10 weeks of student sheets in here. I couldn't fit any more. This is even a little tight. So this is the first 10 weeks of student sheets. And then there was things like her state birds and flowers. Oh my goodness, I can't get it to turn. Okay, so there's 2 sheet protectors of those. There's a couple in each. Her Bible verses, and then her year markers for her timeline, and then last are the stickers for the state flag. So these are the things that we're going to be using throughout the year, and I need to have on hand. So I put those in the little sheet protectors. And then on this opposite side, this will be, last year she had a lot of things that we would work on throughout the week and we needed to have a safe place to put it. And that's what we'll use this little folder for. I don't know if she'll need that for this year, but I left it blank just for that. So Oakley's folder is done. Now for the extra student worksheets, since I only put 10 weeks in here, the other 22 weeks are in here. So I just split it in half, and I'll just put this in her little basket on our homeschool shelf, just under everything, so that when it's time to refill this, I know exactly where they're at. So this is the basket I was talking about. This is Oakley's. It has like her spelling workbooks and her language arts lessons. And so at the very bottom, I just put that file folder with all the extra sheets, and then we'll just keep it in her spot on the homeschool shelf. All right, so now that Oakley's student sheets are done, I'm feeling a little bit more confident, and now I'm going to do Barrett's. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. So he has like twice the amount. So I'm going to go through his, open it up, see what there is, and then I will check in with you guys once it's all organized. All right, it's open. That is a lot of sheets. And his comes with the same thing, just so you could put it in your little binder. Wow, there is a lot in here. All right, well, I'm gonna get started. So this is Barrett's file folder in my teacher's binder. Honestly, his was not as bad as I thought. There is a lot more sheets, but it's because they break it down for for Christmas. There's like a huge stack of sheets. So anyways, just like Oakley's, this is the first 10 weeks of student sheets for him. And then he has a lot more that needed to be in sheet protector. So he has his calendars. And then this, I noticed last year in Oakley's curriculum, it would be like, we'd be on week 3 and it'd be like, take the letter cards and cut them up and keep them in a plastic bag for daily use or something like that. I'm just going to worry about it when I get to it. I'm not going to look ahead and see what I'm supposed to do with these. So for now, they're in a sheet protector. These are the patterns for his badges that he's going to be making. This is his biblical concept flashcards. So we may cut these up. I'm not sure yet. Again, I'm just going to worry about it when we get to it in the teacher's manual. And then this whole stack right here is all Christmas related stuff. So, in the teacher's manual, it talks about how you'll go through school. And then when it gets to Christmas, we'll go to the Christmas area in the teacher's manual and do a full week of homeschool Christmas style. So, those are all his Christmas sheets. And then this is his Fruit of the Spirit sheets. And then this is things that we're going to be using quite often. His 100 chart. So obviously every day for the first 100 days. And then his vowels and that kind of stuff. And again, they may have me cut these up. But like I said, I'm just going to wait until they tell me to do that. So that's in the back of his file folder. And once, just like Oakley's, once we are working on things throughout the week and he needs a safe space to keep it, we'll just keep it back here. And then same thing as Oakley's, he has a separate folder with the last 22 weeks of student sheets that I will be putting in his basket. So after all that worrying, just like I expected, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So now it's getting a little later in the day. I think it's 11:10, so the kids have been asking for lunch. I'm gonna get them something made, probably just leftovers. We went to my grandma's house yesterday and she sent me home with a huge container of leftover spaghetti. So we'll probably do that. And then we do need to go down to the library to return books. They're due, I can't remember when they're due, but I definitely need to return them. So maybe we'll do like an after lunch walk down to the library. We are all loaded up. We're gonna head into town for jiu-jitsu class. I honestly don't know where the day went. Since I last checked in was before lunchtime, and then we just kind of got into the groove of cleaning, and the kids had some quiet time, and I ate lunch, and then I did some more cleaning. So we're gonna head to class, and then we will see you guys when we get back home and it's dinner time. Grab the arm. Yep. Okay, what's next? Make sure your leg is out far. Yep, good job. Now swing it over. Good job. We just made it back from jiu-jitsu. Michael got home at the same time. He actually met us at class and he drove the kids home and I drove by myself. But for dinner, he had prepped up some chicken. This has like jalapenos and cilantro cooked in with it. And then some like Korean style ground beef with green beans. So what we're going to do is the kids want chicken quesadillas. So I'm going to make that for them. And then for me, I'm going to make like a little stir fry. I'm going to add this ground beef, some rice, some of this San Francisco blend, and then some of these snap peas that I froze from our garden. So I'm going to get the kids ready first, and then I'll put mine together and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I almost forgot. I'm also going to add eggs to my stir fry. This is how my dinner turned out. I just topped it with sriracha and sesame seeds, and then the kids have, I just made them mini quesadillas with like the little street taco tortillas, and then broccoli on the side. All right, guys, it's 7:30, and ooh, hopefully you can hear me. It's getting kind of windy. We finished with dinner, and now I'm headed outside. I need to fertilize the garden, and Michael's inside with the kids. They're playing with some connects that my grandma got at a yard sale. They've been working on that for a couple days. So I'm just going to do a few chores outside and then go in and relax. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for tagging along today, and we'll see you on the next one.
Don't let that cake boost your head up.